Shall we begin? Pimpish! Great content. Hassan Campbell. February 1st edition. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Hit that like button, peoples.
Shall we begin?
Hit that like button, peoples. Pimpish!
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate the like button. Now, it's funny how I sat up there and I did lives, and I had a great deal of respect for Big Meech. But I told y'all, when I saw Lou Da Vinci come out and tell y'all and play audio breaking down how Big Meech flipped on, cooperated through a third party and set up the dude that he made his first $1 million with.
Start wearing the glasses, Hassan. I can see your table and tripod.
St. Louis legend.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? And I know people heard me speak about
That's Blue Da Vinci.
About Meech's paperwork situation with the last interview that we had, and a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. They don't believe it, Blue's hating. You know what I'm saying? And when I went back and I looked at everything, I was like, you know what, bro? It's only right, and only one way to really do it. Only one way to really do it is just let Dog speak for itself. So I wanted him to call in, and this is him calling in during the interview. Go ahead, Cuff, man. You can introduce yourself and take the flow.
Blue, my nigga, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know, a lot of people, man, is thinking that this thing is made up or this thing is fake or that I have an axe to grind. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential source 1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
Right. So
Okay, so can you break down the story? Like, how do you know this?
Camp Capone News, y'all can watch the rest of this. Shall we begin? Do I really have to play everything that was said? Or better yet, when all this was pointed out, and I did lives, and I like Big Meech. Everybody was sitting up there saying, oh, y'all clout chasing and you're hating. So now, Big Meech comes home from jail and shows 50 Cent that he's disloyal to the 10th power, just like his brother Terry. He shows him he's disloyal, and y'all already know that 50 Cent do not play when it comes to loyalty. So he stands with Rick Ross, and February 13th, the Big Meech on benefit concert. It's going to be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me select some of the legends. Lil Baby, Boss Man D-Lo, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Ricky Rose. Now, it's the first time it's ever been done. Me performing BMF with the icon himself. This shit gonna be special. Epic. Get your tickets right now. I'm back.
I think a Big Meech.
For itself.
Harry Hoover.
Pippin
Good
turned
work.
Big Meech into a household name.
Hallelujah.
For the people that wasn't in the streets.
One nation.
Turned Little Meech
Under
into a
God.
superstar.
Real killers
now,
getting money
see, the
on the
thing
boulevard.
That really gets me in this situation. I want to know how long did 50 Cent know about the cooperation? How long did 50 Cent know that Tammy was a witness that cooperated through a third party on behalf of Big Meech? Something just ain't right. So when you sit back and you analyze it, because now I'm thinking for 50 Cent, I'm like, so dogs, was it a situation where you realized you invested in so much? I gotta ask this question, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Did you realize that you invested so much money into BMF that you ain't have no choice to remain silent? But on the inside, you knew that you actually made a whole series on a kingpin that turned snitch through a third party? Even better, because now that 50 Cent sat back and saw Big Meech switch sides on him with his enemy, 50 decides to put up posts basically saying that this is going to be the last season of BMF. This ain't the first time he said that, but he also put up and asked the question, who is Tammy, Big Meech? Well, we already know who Tammy is, because when we listen to the audio of Meech's right-hand man that got 30 years in jail.
And how did you come upon this information?
How do you know? How do you came upon this information, though?
We were rewarded what's called a Frank hearing. It's based on a case called U.S. versus Frank. So I would implore your listeners to look the case up. And what a Frank hearing entails is that you're able to cross-examine your accusers, meaning government agents, meaning informants, and so on and so forth, just like a regular trial. So this was testified in court.
Period. Point blank.
This was testified in court that I became a government informant to give Demetrius plenty of time cut.
That's what was said on the stand, bro. The lady became a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. I think people would have asked the question of this, though. This is what I got hit with a lot is, all right, then, if he did it to get a time cut, then how come he still did all that time in jail?
Well, what they don't understand is that he never received the time cut because what came out was that she had an illicit sexual relationship with Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Handler. But her first DA handler was the guy, as you should know, Blue, who wrote the BMF indictment, Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Y'all can watch the rest over there on Cam Capone. See, the only question I have left with this new beef that Meech don't even realize that he got, because when 50 gets started, he don't stop. I'm just curious to know whose side Lil Meech is going to pick in this beef that's going on. Will he side with 50 Cent, the nigga that turned him into a superstar, or will he side with his deadbeat dad, the nigga that left him to go to jail? Inquiring minds want to know, because on one side you can look at it is that, Big Meech just showed 50 Cent after he finished with him, he doesn't need him because BMF in the series was coming to an end anyway. 50 Cent was beefing with stars and having problems with stars anyway. So basically, Big Meech just showed 50 Cent that he ain't worth nothing. That the relationship that he had and what he did wasn't worth nothing to him. Because he already seen that there was friction going on with stars and everything else. So Rick Ross just threw him another lifeline to pull him back into the music industry, something he was trying to get into before he went to jail. And being that music is not selling no more, he's getting his first concert with all of the rappers that's on top right now, just to perform and open up for Big Meech. This is the thanks he gives you, 50. It is what it is. This is why I tell y'all, it's safe to say it ain't safe outside. And pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because they smile in your face all the while. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. It was over for Big Meech. Nobody even cared about him no more. 50 turned that nigga into a household name. And look at the things that he get. Remember, in life, I told y'all, some people don't want your help. They want your spot. And Big Meech ain't have no respect for the hand that 50 gave him. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Well, Big Meech don't need 50 to feed him no more. Rick Ross is feeding him. I'm out.
Now, that was some great content. And I'm here to say, I only disagree with one thing. Two things. One I have opinion on, one I disagree with. My opinion is how much and how long 50 knew the information and held the information. You will hold the information too. If you gain knowledge later on something you didn't have to know on, and now that you have it, you like, oh, yet know this. Why you said that he said this would be the last season and we could watch this BMF on Stars. I'm going to be over this way watching all my ish on Action TV. So we both know that's a theory, yet give 50 that question direct enough times, he probably answer you. As for what I disagree with, is that Meech need anybody now. Because technically, enough handling on legitimacy from other people, from 50 showing him his already business connections, showing him, and him now, by having 50's opening act, gives opportunity for business moves. That was going to happen anyway. Yet now he's known in a way that can possibly look like we going to want you whether Fifth got you or not. You right. You play games and try and look like, I don't need you, Fifth. Go about your way. Fifth gonna attack every business deal you got because 50 is a continuing legitimized gross. You're a gross that probably have more than what 50 has now, but it's buried. You can't brag and say that bid is over and you can use the money. As for the third cooperating situation and what his son do now, he gonna follow his pops, which he should. 50 was an acting opportunity, and if BMF is over, don't deal with your father and your new business venture when you've been waiting for your father forever. You know what I'm saying? I saw and I see an angle. I ain't even gonna tap dance on your opinions. I'm just saying that I know he gonna ride with his pops. He look like his pops. He feel like his pops. 50 gave him the belief, but Meech got that money in real life. So he can make his son be influenced in any business deal. Anything that Meech do, he gonna want to put his son in good graces, even if it's overpaid moments. You see what I'm saying? But good contact, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. Pimpish.